What's up, everybody? This is Gina Ifoe, the one and only African superstar. Yes, with the impromptu midday live. Big shout out to my platform. Let me give you a round of applause. Just to let you guys know, the platform has now been monetized again. So big shout out to the African superstar family for helping to propel this platform. We were able to get over 1,000 subscribers and the 4,000 watch hours in about a month and a half. That is extraordinary. You know, some people, it can take them upwards of a year to accomplish this. And it definitely took me significantly longer when I was building my original platform. I have to definitely attribute this progress to the African superstar family. So thank you all for being a part of the solution and not the problem. In saying that, I wanted to give a special live stream to kind of talk a little bit about, my situation and also the perspective that will help you win in the world. You see, when they unjustly took my platform, because there are a lot of platforms out here that are racist, that are derogatory, that are negative, that are explicit, that promote bullying and violence and, all kind of unclean living. And we see that these platforms just, continue to grow and get millions of subscribers and make lots of money. We know that certain people with conscious messages are going to be screened. They're going to be threatened. They're going to be, people are going to attempt to try to silence them. I've taken this perspective a long time ago in my life, and I believe that's why I'm able to move forward the way I am, which is I understand that nobody is going to have an interest in my life the way that I'm going to have an interest in my life. I believe that Black people in the diaspora worldwide, we have been groomed to, kind of cast aside our capabilities and cast aside our solutions and cast aside our lives and the well-being and the direction of our lives into someone else. We are in America, we're always trying to kind of challenge the judicial system to give us rights, to give us protection, to acknowledge our strife and all of that. The reality is that the white man, okay, he is not going to solve your problems. Matter of fact, when you actually interact with him, know that he is trying to capitalize off the situation, okay? I can't actually think of a situation, and probably you can't even think of a situation where you enter into an agreement with them and you come out on top and they're the ones at the bottom. No, it never rolls like that. And I think when you start to divert your energy from channels that are powerless, I talked about this on a previous video. Our parents really gave us powerless tools to combat what we face because they knew that in these Western societies, we didn't have much space and opportunity to make a change or make a difference. They basically taught us how to grit and bear it. They basically taught us how to not rock the boat, how to not be controversial. And they certainly didn't empower us to create our own solutions, our own lanes, and empower our people. Because we have been able to identify that critical error in our armor, that should be the focal point. You should take on your life. You should take on your goals and your aspirations. You should hold it dear to you as if you're the only person that can exercise this thing. I have that perspective, and that is why I'm a winner. What's up, Creenery? I see you, sweetheart. Big shout out to the African superstar family. This is a midday live to commemorate us being monetized again. The platform is back in effect, black in effect, like we never left. I couldn't do it without all of you. The reality is when I got confronted with them taking my platform, I had an opportunity to cry, right? That's what a lot of my peers do. When misfortunes happen to them, they cry. They cry about the uneven playing field. They cry about the discrepancies. They cry about the, all that stuff. They cry. Well, I'm fat. I'm dark. My hair's too nappy. I don't have enough money. Gina, how am I going to get to Africa? They cry. I'm altogether not like that. See, there's one of my favorite verses from the Bible is, you thought I was altogether like you. I'm not like that. See, I understand that there's going to be setbacks, but I use those as opportunities to overcome. Nobody got to feel sorry for the African superstar because she revamped her platform in less than 2 months' time. You see, I could have still been crying. I could have said, wow, it's messed up. It's absolutely messed up. It's absolutely unfair. True, it's a valid point. So what? So what? Are you going to let these people have the final say on your performance in life? So I'm called a motivational speaker, right? I'm called the African superstar. I'm going to let somebody fade me with their first attempt? Is that correct? No. You've got to take your own destiny in your hands. You know, my mom told me many years ago, which is part of the reason that I'm so, solutions oriented. She told me to look at the problems that I find as if I'm the only one who can deal with them, as if I'm the only one who can solve it. And I do feel like I have a unique message, a unique delivery that only I can give my people. An intelligent analysis that can speak to many different ages and demographics and all of that. That's me. But it's only because I do not choose, to put my life's path in anybody else's hand. That is where we're going wrong, ladies and gentlemen. And that is where we need to focus. This is an impromptu live stream. Like I said, I just want to, kind of celebrate with my platform because you guys are amazing. You guys embody all the things that they say our people don't do, and our people, are not performing and this and that. You guys constantly share and display that on my platform. I couldn't have rebuilt my platform so rapidly without the African superstar family. I couldn't have monetized, certainly, without the African superstar family. And most importantly, this is a message to you. Use my example, guys. Use my example of SMP with how to navigate your life. We all have various challenges. We all have different challenges to overcome. SMP can help you attack each and every one of your problems. You see, I'm not going to give you useless methods of coping in your life. No. Shout out to you guys. I know we don't have a big crowd today, but first trivia question, okay? How many of you guys have ever had problems, okay? You went to your parents, you went to your pastor, and they said, hey, pray about it. Just hope for the best. Let me see a number one. If that's been the advice that you got when you had a problem, when you went to, your friend, you went to your lover, you said, hey, they're doing this and that to me at work. They're bullying me at school. They passed me up for the promotion. They said, hey, just hope for the best. What's up, Antoinette? Just pray about it. That is not tangible information. And that's not going to change anything for you. And I will never, ever, ever give you advice that is not hands-on, that can't change what's going on to you. Do you realize how prolific it would have been if the first time I went through that systematic racism, somebody said, Gina, put your sights on the continent. Gina, this environment has not changed for centuries. You need to move on. Gina, take your destiny in your own hands. Become an entrepreneur. Huh? Do you realize how prolific that information would have been? And that is why I have my platform. That is why I refuse to be silenced by these people. No, I'm going to give the information. I'm going to give the tangible information about what you can do to change your life dynamic. Yes. Because be prayerful and wait till tomorrow and hope for the best. That stuff is not viable information. Period. Point blank. That is why so many of our people are stagnant in their life, because when they come up against a wall, they don't know which way to move. You know, and their peers are just going to encourage them to keep doing the same nonsense. Second trivia question, guys. If you've ever been told in any form or fashion to grin and bear it, let me see a number 2. Huh? You were upset about something. You wanted to challenge the system. You wanted to do this, that, and raise your voice. You wanted to kind of, take control. And your family said, listen, this is how it is, Gina. Tiger, you need to calm down. They're going to think you're the angry Black woman. They're going to think that you're the angry Black man. Huh? They told you to grin and bear it. They told you, hey, you got it good. You got it good, Joyce. You got that good corporate job. You're making a lot of money. They give you the little plaque on your desk after you served 10 years for them. What? No. I'm going to tell you definitively. Things in your life will never change until you decide to take control of your own affairs and your own destiny. No waiting on Allah, no waiting on Jesus Christ, no waiting on President Trump or Boris Johnson or none of them. No, it's on you. You have the biggest stock in your life of anybody in the whole world. If you are not willing to step up and fight for it, and devise it and keep pursuing your goals and coming back strong and being resilient, then nobody will. Certainly, if they shut down my platform and I decided not to make another platform, there wouldn't be another platform, right? Huh? There wouldn't be another platform if I said, you know what? Oh, well, it's over. They got me. I'm finished. I chose. You see? And that's what I'm telling you guys. That is what I'm telling you guys. Choose something different for your life. Choose something different for your kids. Okay? If you feel like you're washed up and you think your life is over, do it for the kids. Give them an opportunity. Do not keep them in a system that is, just constantly spinning with them at the bottom. You know the threats that are confronting your young Black men. You know the threats that are confronting your young Black women. I have a niece. Big shout outs to my niece. Hi, Ann. Auntie Gina loves you. She watches my channel. Big shout out to Ann in Columbus, Ohio. My niece is so brilliant. She's so beautiful. Her outlook is amazing on the world, And when I see her growing up in America, I remember how, I was at that age. And I remember how devastating it was for me when I started getting them reality checks. When I actually learned that I was Black and that these people were okay to mistreat me and nothing was going to be done about it. I remember how devastating it was to me. If you're in a position to change the dynamics for the children in your lives, your grandchildren, your nephews and nieces and all them, your god kids or whoever, your adopted kids, your foster kids, then please do it. Please do it. Because whatever you have encountered, they are in position to encounter even worse. The white man does not have solutions for our problems, nor would he ever. Even if he had it, he wouldn't give it to us. It is time to take control of the reins. It's not even about them. Okay? They think it's about them. See, when Black people talk empowerment, white people think it's about them. It's not about them. It's about us. It's about us empowering ourselves, strengthening ourselves, and finding solutions to our problems. Why don't they want us to do that? Well, they want us to stay where we are. As one of you so eloquently said, the permanent underclass. That's what they want us to be. When you decide, you know what, I'm no longer involving myself in this nonsense, and then you pivot, let's say you come to the continent, you set up your own business, you become self-sufficient. There's nothing in it for them. They want you to stay there and keep consuming. They want you to stay there and keep failing. You know, they want you to stay there so they can keep capitalizing off of your talent and capitalizing off of your kids. The only person who has solutions for the black man is the solutions that the black man will create for himself. Real talk. You know, as I look at my life and I think about all the innovative things that I have done, you know, as people would call them, I wouldn't necessarily call them innovative, but that's the perspective of, you know, the third party. I realized that had I entrusted my destiny to someone else, I would have never created those kind of solutions, because those solutions were bespoke to the African superstar as a leader. You see, there was not one person in my environment in America that promoted me to move to Ghana. There was not one person in my environment in the UK that promoted me to move to Ghana. There was not one person in the West that promoted me to be independent as an entrepreneur and elevate myself, liberate myself. No, they all wanted me to be suppressed so that they could have access to me and they could feel comfortable having me in their midst. You see, I was the one. That's why I'm having this message with you guys. You know, I'm feeling so swole today after coming back strong after that, you know, battle, after that little weak ass attempt that they threw at me to shut my platform down. You know, and I just want to impart this onto you guys, because some of you guys are constantly seeking validation from the people around you. You know, you need someone to approve it for you. You need someone to agree with you. You need somebody to walk side by side. Listen, when you're a leader, you're going to have to step aside sometimes and go. It's not pleasant. Sometimes it's lonely. Sometimes you don't even know where you're going. You don't know what direction you're going into. Sometimes a solution presents itself and you don't even have the resources to facilitate it. You know, years ago, when I first entertained the concept of leaving America, I didn't have the resources to get it. I didn't know how it was going to happen. All I knew was this is the starting point I'm at, this is the finish line. And everything in between, I had to create that channel. When I decided I want to be in Ghana, you know, I had to create that transition. You know, if I left it up to Jesus Christ, I'm not trying to be funny. I know some of you guys are religious. If I left it up to Jesus, because I just want to say, okay, since I left Ohio, matter of fact, I've never seen Jesus my entire life. I don't know if any of you guys have. I've never seen him, apart from the images that they depict. He's never came to me. He's never came to my house. I never sat down, had a meal with him. I never had a video call, nothing. Now, let's just say I was waiting on Jesus to, you know, help me with this transition. Guess where I would be? Guess where I would be at? Who's got an answer for me? If I was waiting on Jesus Christ to liberate me from the struggles that I was having in the West, where would I be today, 2021? Huh? I've had several American presidents in my life, right? When I was growing up, it was Bill Clinton, okay? Then they had George Bush. Then they had Obama. And now there's Donald Trump. If I was waiting on any of those men to, you know, help direct my life and my path, this is where I would be, right here on the screen. Facts. This is exactly where I would have been at. Real talk. Because this is a critical error that some of you guys are continually doing. And this is why you're not going forward. Okay, you got dreams of traveling the world. You're still waiting. You're still right where you were at. Okay, COVID has came and changed the whole travel industry. You had plans to travel the world like 5 years ago and you still didn't do it. Why? Because until you decide to facilitate your life wishes, you will be in the same place that you were when you started. When Black men and women understand that nobody is coming to provide them solutions to the problems that they are experiencing. Huh? When they understand these leaders, these religious figures are just puppets that are you know, utilizing your resources and siphoning your time, guess what? When they realize that and they start actively working towards their situation, that is when they will see the change. That is when they will see the change, and not a moment before. Like I said, use this platform as an example. Use this platform as an example. I'm telling you, if it weren't for me, now I give a lot of credit, obviously, to the African Superstar family. I'm only one person. The platform can't grow without you guys. All right. But I still had to what? Set up the new platform, put out content, right? Advertise, get the word out, try to reach my viewers, right? Come here consistently. You see, I still had to, and I had to do it feeling some way. You know, I would be lying to you guys if I didn't feel some way like, damn, I already did all this stuff before. You know what I'm saying? I just celebrated my 10K in December. Now I'm back to what? You know, I already got monetized. I already was doing this and that. Now I got to start over. I did absolutely feel some way. Oh, yes. But that did not inhibit me continually to drive at my goals. My goal was to come back strong because I'm a winner and I'm strong. And that's what you do. That's what you do, guys. So some of y'all need this kind of energy today in your life, because you are waiting for something that is absolutely not going to come. Just put the picket signs down, because nothing that they have ever done or even offered as a solution has been beneficial to our people. Stop it. Stop wasting your time. Take that energy, take all that Black Lives Matter energy and protest energy and all that stuff and channel it into, you know, vehicles that can actually change your everyday reality. You know, those of you guys that are protesting and all that stuff for police brutality, you have kids and stuff like that. Let me tell you, the protest is not going to protect your kids. Let me be 100. Okay? Because your kids, your Black kids, especially your Black male children, they are in a high probability to be involved in some nonsense in America. I can tell you right now, something that will help them avoid police brutality in America is by removing them from America. See, these are the solutions our parents didn't want to tell us. Our parents didn't want to tell us, hey, it's a wrap. Okay? I done went through this BS here. Your grandma went through this BS here. Your great-grandparents went through this BS here. Ancestors you don't even know went through this BS here. Go ahead and try another option, period. That is what can alleviate. You don't want to deal with racism in the workplace, Gina? Go live in Africa. You know, we're not having these conversations with our young people, and that's why they are becoming the perpetual victim. Think about yourself at 18, 19, 20, 21, when you were eager to, you know, explore the world. You could have traveled. You didn't have kids. You didn't have baggage, huh? If you would have been geared on the right path, you know, you wouldn't wasted decades in America, fooling around, wasting decades in the UK, fooling around. Stuff is just the same as it was when you started your first job to where you are now after decades of investment. And that is why that is not the avenue for that. That is not the method that we need to take. No, we need to be more drastic. You know, take it from me. It's the life that I live. It's the mantra that I live. I don't ever tell my audience anything that I'm not practicing. Period. And can you imagine people got the audacity to be mad at me, jealous at me? For what? The blueprint is there. Just take it. But I know you're not ready. You're not ready for all this, see? Because this is too real for you. You want to keep on with them problems that can't be fixed. You just want to keep going because it makes you feel some kind, because it's familiar to you. Nah, man. I wanted real, true solutions to the problems that I was facing, okay? Not hope, not prayers, not wishful thinking, not intangible. I wanted something tangible, and I wanted it right now. I wanted some kind of results to the investments I was making. And I can tell you right now, all the investments that I made to get here to this continent, everything and much more, it was worth it. The freedom I have right now, it was worth it all. Getting fired, you know, going through the ups and downs, going through the challenges with my own people, suffering a divorce, you know what I'm saying? All that stuff, it was all worth it to be here, right now. I would not trade it at all. You know what I'm saying? Living unapologetically free every day is, it's like euphoric. And that is why I want to give these solutions to my peers. Not all of you. Some of this is just too raw for you. Some of this is over your head. You're going to be like, wow, Gina, just calm down. Gina, you're just, you're shouting. Gina, whatever. I'm shouting because it's very, very, very personal to me. I think about the young Gina before I had to go through certain experiences in the West, and how I could have prevented some of those things if I would have been put on the right path. I will not turn a deaf eye to viable solutions that our people can take to elevate and liberate themselves. And I will continue to come here. I will continue to speak. I will continue to be fearless. Okay, this is my way of communicating to my people. Not picket signs, not wasting time, not tears, not, endless live streams. No. The environment in the West is dangerous. It is consuming. And we can see that our people have struggled for centuries in those environments. The continent is here, it's ready, it's waiting. There's opportunity here. This is the place to be right now. And that's it. That's it. Big shout out to BW. Says doing the same thing in the same exact way over and over and over again, experience different results is insanity. We can look back even just in the 60s. They were protesting then. They were going through a lot of the same kind of racial stuff, police brutality. That's why the Black Panthers got created, because they were still doing police brutality back then. It's time for a different mode of action. The solution's already been promoted. I'm not doing anything new. Do you guys know a little man called Marcus Garvey? Huh? Do you guys know somebody named Malcolm X? These are people that promoted the continent 50 years ago. Huh? Did you guys ever hear about a little country called Liberia? Are we not learning from the past? All right, guys. Woo. Woo! Congratulations, guys, for our platform coming back strong. I feel so good. I feel really, really fired up. You know what I'm saying? Because it feels good to come back against your enemies. It really, really does. When people write you off, when they say you're finished, I remember there was a comment on, I think I got it in my Instagram or something like that. And somebody said, oh, well, I guess since your YouTube platform got shut down, I guess that's going to be the countdown back to the UK. So, okay. Okay, we're going to see. We're going to see. We're going to see the countdown to the UK. We're going to see the countdown to the UK. I remember when I moved from America to the UK, somebody told me I would be returning back to America within 2 years with my tail between my legs. That hasn't happened either. So it feels very good when people write you off. And, they think you're finished. They think that they've, hit you with that fatal blow. And then you say, yeah, it's not over. It's not over yet. I'm still in the game. I'm still standing. I'm still strong. So that's how I feel today. I just feel so swole. I actually want to go buy some new Kente. Anytime I can celebrate, I'm down to celebrate. Yes, doing yeah, y'all just don't know. Y'all just don't know that the hate that comes because of how I'm out here persisting on this continent. People is not happy about it. They are not happy about it. They want me to be quiet. They want me to be an afterthought. And, that's not what I choose for my life. So we're going to do what I want to do, not what they want to do. So big shout out to African Superstar family. I'm not going to do shout outs in the chat room. I've seen several of you there. Big shout outs to my family members. I love you. Please make sure you are subscribed to the channel. Make sure you're sharing the videos, guys. We're going to take it back. You know what I'm saying? We're going to take back our ground. We're going to take back our platform. We are going to continue to speak to our people. We're going to continue to get this message out. I'm committed. Are you? I'm committed. Are you? You know, I'm just gonna keep on bouncing back. You know, what else would I do? What else would I do, guys? Big shout out to the African Superstar family. All right, guys. Well, I will see you again very, very soon. I hope you guys enjoy your Friday and your weekends. Yeah, I'm turning up tonight. I'm definitely going to go out and celebrate. You know, just because I'm going to celebrate tonight. So I'm looking forward to the Ghanaian nightlife. I showed you guys a little glimpse of my weekend last weekend. It was off the chain. So we're gonna do it all again. You know, call your friends, my friends, and we could be friends, and we could do this every weekend. Until we meet again, stay black and true. If you ain't black, just stay true.